welcome to ACD Combatives, your combatives and control tactics channel. Please like, subscribe, and share. Because I'm not trying to get back on the ground with you if I can avoid it. Unless I just have to, like I'm arresting you. Or I just know that I'm better on the ground so I can control you. So I don't have to hit you. I don't want to hit people if I can avoid it. Believe it or not. Most people don't believe that.
You seem a decent fellow. I hate to kill you.
You seem a decent fellow. I hate to die.
But if you hurt them, now, strictly from a practical point of view, there's more paperwork, but regardless of that, you gotta take them to the hospital. Now there's so much more explanation versus if I can control somebody, the legal standard is objectively reasonable. Is it reasonable that I hit you? It is. Jiu-jitsu tries to go to that next level. Like, yes, we can hit. Hitting is completely valid, but can we do it without it? Superior technique. Superior technique is what our goal is. And if I can be minimal, I used to say, no, minimal force isn't the objective. It's reasonable force. Now I'm like, in today's day and age, have the skill set so you can go minimal and then bump to reasonable if you have to. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Why hit somebody if you don't have to? So like if we're standing up and we throw a wild haymaker, I mean, boom! You initiated it.
Yeah.
And now I'm in a good position. Totally didn't need to hit you. Versus the Krav answer, not wrong. You throw that punch, and 360 security or 360 defense. Completely valid. Very. I mean, you know what I'm saying. It's a great technique. But I've hit you.
Yes.
Hitting is in my world. Hitting isn't wrong. But what if you're on something, or you're just a tough motherfucker, and I hit you? And now you're like, oh, okay, motherfucker, I was just mad. Now I'm going to hurt you. You know what I mean? We've all known people like that. It's the same concept. Like you throw that punch. I'm going in like that, or you throw the punch again. Boom. Take you back. Now, since we're here, I show you the hip bump. Boom. Here's another variation. I saw it on Ryan Hoover's channel. Mm-hmm. Same difference. I go to one hip or the other. In this case, I'll shift to this hip. Both hands, and I just turn.
Oh, got it.
And now I can, whatever happens on the ground. Like right here, I went to a seatbelt type position. Go ahead and try to escape. Again, I'm not trying to choke you.
Yep.
Sir, see, I love this.
Yep. There's nothing we can do.
Yeah, and you can't. If I see you trying to go to your waist or something with your other hand, if you were, let's say you had a gun in your waistband, then I could start doing something like this. Woo! And I didn't because if I just go straight to the choke, yeah, it's acceptable. I don't know where your hand is going. It's reasonable for me to assume that you're going for a weapon. But is my choke faster? Or is your knife or your gun faster?
Yes, you're very smart. Shut up.
I'd rather eliminate the hand altogether if I can. That's not to say that's possible. But it was because your hand is out, because that's instinct. When you went down, your hand goes out. That's just human nature to defend themselves from the fall.
Yeah.
It puts you into a half Nelson. That's catch wrestling, that's not jiu-jitsu. You don't see much half Nelson shit in jiu-jitsu. It is completely viable grappling. I try to steal from whatever works. I don't care what title is attached to it. Jiu-jitsu, catch, folk wrestling, whatever. Okay, guys, so I promised to show you an example of when you should strike versus trying to grapple. This police officer is making an arrest, and I don't know what city, state, what have you. It doesn't matter. He's going to pat the guy down. This happens all the time. Instant to arrest. He tries to escape. Well, he could easily grapple with the individual, but as you can see from the arrow, there's somebody else in the car. Taking this guy to the ground and trying to take time to control him
it's probably not a good choice because you don't have a clue what that other person's going to do. So he uses what I call hit him back first, or more force now equals less force later concept, very Krav Maga, and he pops the guy to get him down. He has a hip or a good knee to bump him back down because the guy's still resisting, and he's trying to get him in an arm bar. Here comes another guy. Is he a good Samaritan? Is he there to fight the cop or to help the cop? Again, if you're rolling around with somebody on the ground, you are kind of stuck in a position. He could get up and fight if he had to. Here we are. We're going to watch this again, and I want you to think about that for a second. I obviously advocate both set of skills, being able to strike effectively and not overdo it. And I don't think this cop at all overdid it. Someone will watch this and say, oh my gosh, that's so brutal. No, he was able to surgically hit him with one good strike, using the hit him back first, and more force now means less force later. He didn't have to end up chasing the guy down, and the guy pulls something out of his waistband and he ends up shooting him. Now, as you can see, this other guy stopped his truck and is getting out. Don't know if he's an off-duty officer or just a good Samaritan, but you get the idea. I hope you understand what I'm getting at. There's a good time to grapple and there's a good time to strike. Train both.